And if you master the 10 minutes properly, you can go any phase that you want and you can destroy games.
Yeah, that's
So people think too much about what item build should I go, how should I farm, what is my farming pattern. Most of the time when I see in my stream, people ask like, what's the farming pattern, bro? How to farm properly, how to initiate in team fights, all that things, that comes after 10 minutes. But people,
10 minutes.
play the 10 minutes badly and they expect things to go well for them. That's where you blame teammates like this guy didn't press this button in the team fight. This guy didn't press this button in the team fight.
Right.
That happens, even in Watson game, like in Yataro's game. So, but these guys are able to win because they absolutely destroy the first 10 minutes. Or they create that huge net worth lead where they can, snowball faster, even without teammates. Let's go. So, first of all, before I go and check your build, I always do this. Okay, I hope you're using methodical.
Yeah, no, actually, no. I used the veiled one for this game.
Okay, any particular reason?
Because I thought their early game is too strong with Huskar, Visage and all. So I should be able to farm on the lane without showing on the map. I think that's why I took veiled one.
Okay. I mean, that logic is fine, but against this lineup, I don't think you need to be that scared to go veiled one. No, especially against Nyx Assassin and Legion Commander, Spectre. Against these heroes, like if you show yourself even 1 second in the laning phase, if they come running at you, that means you have to go veiled one. You have to play the game as a team, and even if you get booted out of the game, right? Let's say you got booted out of the lane at level 6, you are 0-3 or something. With veiled one, if you try to farm, you will take time. But methodical, it's guaranteed critical, so you will farm very fast.
Yeah.
So PS methodical grants every 6 attacks, same hero will guarantee give you crit and 4 attacks will give you crit for non-hero units. So and dagger will also give you 2 chance, I think, right? Yeah. Stifling dagger has a bonus chance to cast deadly focus. Okay. But they have not mentioned exactly on how much, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is 2 charges.
It's 2 shot only, right? They have not mentioned it properly because I have farmed a lot of times with using Stifling dagger only. So yeah. So always go for methodical, bro. That's what I suggest. Unless you are an immortal, you don't need to think too much about counter matchup and all that in lower bracket, bro. See, I consider my bracket itself low bracket only. So you have to play against hard matchups to learn the game. If you play veiled one, maybe you can win, but methodical will help you farm faster. It helps you do shit ton of damage. I mean, veiled one could be good when Scepter was there, because when Scepter was too broken, I remember, people used to first pick PA. And nobody can stop it. Like you go Desolator, Scepter, BKB, you can't play Dota against PA. At that time, veiled one was so, like, the normal blur was good. But then they nerfed it to ground, the blur talent, and they nerfed Scepter as well. So the only alternative that PA had was the methodical.
Yeah, after this loss, I played 2 other games with methodical. I won both of them.
And if you master the 10 minutes properly, you can go any phase that you want and you can destroy games.
Yeah, that's
so people think too much about what item build should I go, how should I farm, what is my farming pattern. Most of the time when I see in my stream, people ask like, what's the farming pattern, bro? How to farm properly, how to initiate in team fights, all that things, that comes after 10 minutes. But people, play the 10 minutes badly and they expect things to go well for them. That's where you blame teammates like, this guy didn't press this button in the team fight. This guy didn't press this button in the team fight. That happens, even in Watson game, like in Yataro's game. So, but these guys are able to win because they absolutely destroy the first 10 minutes. Or they create that huge net worth lead where they can, snowball faster, even without teammates. That's how carry role should be approached, okay? So that is one thing. So you haven't veiled one, which is, in my opinion, kind of would have slowed your game and would have also changed your item build. Okay, but I like that you went for this route, the magic wand route, because usually right now the build that people are going is the magic wand into triple branches. So I went for Quelling Blade into magic wand. You are against Visage. Okay.
Visage and Clock.
Visage and Clock. It's a very, very tough matchup. So I think I've released a video on how to play against Visage. So if you watch that, you checked it, bro.
Yeah.
So you should have all the region required to survive against Visage, and you shouldn't poke the hero. You have to come. If you're going to commit, you have to fully commit. If you poke the hero, then he will get charges and he will turn it back on you. So you went for Magic Wand, then you went for Blightstone, then you went for Treads, then you went for Battle Fury. So one thing that I'm noticing is, you are following what the others are doing, what the pros are doing, the item build and all, which is nice. But this build will be valid only if you have the required CS for it. Okay, Battle Fury, Desolator, Basher, BKB, Scepter. My god, the game looks so fun, bro. Because I missed the Scepter. This methodical PA, you can't go Scepter, or you can go Scepter only like a very later point. And I think after...
my idea was I was winning so hard, so I thought if I kill one, I can immediately kill the other guy, right? So I thought let's go Scepter and finish them all, and we can end. But then
You lost
I
this
don't
game,
know.
right? I forgot that. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. And then it's a perfect game to watch.
Then all of a sudden, I don't know, Jack got a rampage and something happened.
So something that I've started recently, incorporating in my games is, to have a game plan at the start of the game itself. Okay.
Okay.
So very basic level only. I'm not going to think too much. You are a PA. Okay. Your position 5 is who? Spirit Breaker. See, this guy. Silencer.
Silent.
And enemy has a Husker. And you are going to play against the Visage. Tough matchup. And what about enemies? Enemies carry. They are Juggernaut and Lion. They're going to play against Pudge. Kind of everything is in against your favor, right? Like Husker is...
Pudge was our mid laner.
Pudge is mid laner. Okay. Spirit Breaker is your...
Yeah.
okay. Snapfire is... okay. Who is your offlane, bro?
I think it's Snapper, I think.
Spirit Breaker is your offlane.
No, Spirit Breaker.
Okay, Spirit Breaker with Boots of Speed is your offlaner. Okay, so where was I? So we can see that Husker will clearly win, and Visage will also stomp top lane. Like I'm just assuming from the starting laning phase. And Lion Juggernaut versus Spirit Breaker should go bad, but to be honest, this guy with Boots of Speed is not gonna die. So you kind of get the picture right now that you're going to play a tough matchup, right? Like you have to expect like other things as well. Like after it becomes 5 minutes, you have to expect Clockwork to rotate, through the portal. So you can't play cocky in the top lane, and Husker is going to win his lane and he's then going to rotate or something. So if you're going to commit your Phantom Strike, then you have to think like where is Husker, where is Clockwork, right? But if it's a other matchup where your offlane is stomping, then you don't need to worry about. But if he's too much stomping, then that time also you have to be little careful because sometimes support abandon their core and they will be trying to make plays in other lanes. Okay, so that is something you have to think. So based on that, you thought of going Blightstone, then you are going for Stick. I mean both route would have worked, both route would have worked because against Visage, I told you, right, you have to go 0 to 1 on that hero. If you are going to commit, you all in commit, or you play passive. So two options. So you thought of going for the aggressive route, which could have worked.
Yeah, I didn't go because I was not sure if the silencer would harass him or not. Mostly people just stand there, and I didn't want to risk.
I mean, it's not about silencer harassing or not. It's about how much you are able to play the game. Blightstone will enable your support to, like, if you use your first skill, it will reduce their armor and silencer can hit. Or if not silencer, you can also hit them. And if not that, you can also farm the creep waves faster. So one thing that these range heroes, they are very terrible at is they don't have innate stout shield inbuilt in them. I think I covered in one video. Which one I forgot? I forgot which video, but I told you that melee heroes, they have innate stout shield within them, and range heroes don't have. So they are very terrible at tanking the creeps. So if you shove the wave into Visage's face, the hero can't stand the creeps, and he will be choking. And at that time, let's say you have your second skill and first skill coupled with a silencer skill, you can easily kill him. Okay, so Blightstone would have also been fine, and this one also would have been fine. I don't mind both the routes. Okay, Clockwork with the good vibes.
Yeah, and one more thing, I mute everybody at the start of the game.
Everyone.
Yeah, I don't even talk to my teammates.
Okay, that is
Nothing.
bad, bro. I had that habit as well, but that first of all removed the fun of the game because sometimes you might meet good players and you can, like communicate with them. And that's
Okay.
what makes online games beautiful, or else you can play solo games, right? What's the point of playing with 9 random players?
Yeah.
So you have to unmute, but if the moment you find someone toxic, you just mute them. That's all. But if
Okay.
you don't have that, like small, if you have that ego to not mute them, that's where, it becomes a pain in the ass that you didn't mute anyone. So, unmute everyone. And, or if you don't want to mute, like if you really want to mute people, just use this button.
Okay.
If you use this button, even if you have muted them, you can at least see their pings, their, highlight and all that you can see. Like, let's say he's highlighting his item or he's pinging, something that you can still hear. Do you know that?
Yeah, 2 days back. I got to know that 2 days back actually.
Yeah, so you can use this one instead. So this will mute only the voice comms and the chat, but still you can hear the pings and all that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that is one thing. But my best
The,
suggestion
the
will be
reason
to. Hmm.
why I mute is I want. I mean, when I play carry,
Hmm.
so I want to get as many last hits as possible, right? So I don't have anything else in mind. So
Hmm.
if I see them tailing something or I get distracted and I start typing, so I don't want that. That's why I generally
So I
mute.
think we have the answer from what you told, right? So you should focus on what you have to focus, even there are too many distractions. So if he's typing, you can always ignore, you can mute,
Yeah.
you can do that. So the problem is not in what they are telling, their rank, they will tell random stuff, but it's up to you, to be the bigger guy and decide like if it's going to be useful for you or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if you react to everything, then, it will be hard only. I mean, I'm just, whatever I'm telling to you is what I'm telling to myself.
Yeah.
Most of the coaching session will be coaching session for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so game starts. Okay, they have smoked actually, and your guys haven't smoked, but still they're walking. Okay, I like that you didn't go here, or else you would have died. I would have died 100% if I went with like, if I went played this game, I would have died. But I like that you didn't die because I don't know. You are very very careful. I think nice. 100% you would have died. Nice, bro. Hope you don't die here.
I'm not sure.
30
I don't
seconds
remember
to
actually.
battle.
I think I saw the KDA. You didn't die. Really nice play, bro. I don't know how you read that, but nice. You're also pinging where are the wards and all that. That's nice. You're not being AFK in the rune spawn. Most of the time I see carry players, they just hide here, they stand here and they don't do anything. But you have to contribute in some way, If you can't go and participate in this first blood fight, at least you have to give them information like there are 2 people here, you can play bottom, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just dewarding the watcher, turning it off, whatever it's called. Okay. I mean, you don't need to worry too much about blocking in position one. That's fine.
Okay.
The block that they're doing is pretty decent. Okay, now lane starts. Your silencer hasn't came to the lane yet. So if
Yeah.
you walk, they are going to kill you. So you have to aggro and you have to bring the creeps to a safe spot like here. And even after that, they're trying to poke you, then you have to take it into tower. So
Okay.
let's see what you're trying to do. Because you have the range secure. Your first skill is that to secure range creep. If you're Slark
Yeah.
or something, then you shouldn't do that aggro. You have to aggro and you shouldn't move. So if you aggro like this, right, then this
Yeah.
creep will go here. You are able to see the drawing, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So it will become a situation where range creeps have to be contested.
Okay.
So if you don't want that, but if you want just the aggro, then you can just aggro. You just aggro, but you stay here. You don't walk all the
Okay.
way bottom.
So they'll come to me and not
So
the
these
range creep.
so these creeps will come here, and these creeps will come here. So they'll just exchange
Oh.
position. So if you
Okay.
walk all the way here, then it will become like situation where range contested.
Okay.
But if you
This
try,
is it depends on my ability to secure range.
yeah, since you have the ability to secure range, I'm telling you to aggro all the way. Plus your
Yeah.
support guy hasn't come yet, so it will be 2v1.
Okay.
And given Visage, you know what will happen.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay, you tried, didn't work out. That's fine. Got a cog secure also. Okay. Now you're trying to go for the deny. Didn't work out. Next deny. Okay. What's your last hitting technique, bro? How do you last it?
I changed it 3 times actually. First, when I started, I generally used to go right click. Then I heard something we should use A key. Then I
Hmm.
started doing that. Recently, I think a month December last year or something, I heard there is one more trick there, where we use right click, but we hold a stop key. When you want the last hit, you release the stop key, then it will get executed. I
Yeah,
mean,
I think
you
you're
get it?
telling what BSJ has told. BSJ
Yeah, yeah,
told three
BSA,
types.
BSA.
Yeah, not
Right,
three
right.
types. He told only two types. I think the right click stop. He just generally doesn't advise on doing that. But the right click hold thing, it might look good, but actually, if Visage aggros, right, you will
Okay.
start right clicking the ground instead. So the you can't
Okay.
keep your cursor all the time on the
Creep.
creep. So I was also pretty confused, like I was also like very confused, like because I meet these 6.6k MMR guys, then they're offlane. They sometimes they see us really good, and I feel like, do I really need to play position one, because I feel terrible, when I see us. If you see Atara, right, he will use A stop only max to max, because if you see his animation will be very smooth. It will not be like a guy who got seizure or something.
Okay.
So max max they are using A stop only. But
So, can you tell me how what is A-stop exactly? We
yeah,
use the A key.
okay, 1 second. I'll show you that. We have to go get away from this replay.
You mean we issue a attack command by using A key, right? That's what you're
Mm,
telling.
yeah. So I've seen people doing different type of A stop where they create the circle and all. Since I'm addicted to quick cast, I go for quick cast for attack also. So if you see here, there is this option called quick attack, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you disable this one, then it will create a circle, and then you have to again press. You have to press A, then you have to press left click for the attack to trigger.
Okay.
But if you use quick attack, then the moment you press A, it's going to
Yeah,
trigger
yeah.
an
I
attack.
have this enabled. Enabled.
You have enabled. Okay. First, you have to go near the creep. Then you have to press A stop. So every hero has different types of turn rate, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if you see
Yeah.
here in about section, turn rate 0.8, and I think Shadowfen has the smallest turn rate. I think because the hero is meant to last it faster. So it has a much faster turn rate, right? So
Okay.
so you have to eliminate turn rate. That should be the key for why you use A stop. So if you do like this, right? Let's say you are turning around and trying to just, when you are about to kill the creep, you're just coming and right click, right?
Yeah.
At that time, there could be a chance where PA could be turned like this, and she has to turn a second to do the last hit, right?
Okay.
So to eliminate that, you have to use A stop in those situations. So here, once the creeps meet, you have to go first right click the creep, then A stop, or you can just use A stop. Wait, I'll tell you again. Just
Okay.
confusing between the right click and A stop. So you press A, stop. Now you're in position. A stop, A stop,
Okay.
A stop, A stop, A stop, A, A stop,
Okay.
A stop. Position yourself. A stop, A stop,
So we press A
A.
key and then stop.
Mm.
We repeat the process and
Yeah, A stop, A, A stop,
okay.
A, A stop. This one you can use right click. That is fine.
Okay.
So sometimes this A stop, it can mess up your creeps sometimes. So that's what that pro guy told. If a creep is getting contested, you know, if enemy is trying to contest a creep, then you can use right click stop at that time. And then when the creeps are not getting contested, then you can use A stop. So right here you can use a right click stop also.
Okay. Okay.
Right click stop, right click stop, right click. Okay, missed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Understood. Understood.
So you can also do this, right click stop, then right click stop,
But
right click stop, right click.
I, I didn't I didn't find the difference between the two methods.
So obviously, I think if you have watched a lot of gameplays, people would have told you why right click stop is bad, because if you misclick the ground, then hero will walk 2 to 3 steps forward, and that will like, let's say you're right clicking here, misclick here, then suddenly you're here.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So that's the main reason why people say don't do right click stop. But if you want to win the creep contest, then right click stop enables you to do it much better. Like it confuses people with how you're going to attack,
Okay. Okay.
because PS like dancing and stuff, so people can't figure out if you're going to last it or not. But with A
Yeah.
stop, it kind of sure, like the animation is little slow. But I've seen Yatoro doing it really well. But if you want to do it at Yatoro level, then you have to really practice very well, because that guy, he presses A and he stops only at the last. He doesn't jam the keys like A stop, A stop, A stop, A stop, not like this. What he does is A, then at the moment it's going to hit the creep, he will stop. So people will think that P has hit and they will hit and he will win the trade. So it'll be like A, stop all the way. See, even I am fucking up. That's why I don't do this. So my general rule of thumb is to use right click stop when creeps are getting contested. And when no one's contesting anything, I'll just go A stop, A stop, A stop, A.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I will recommend you to remove that this force right click last setting. That is good for denying. You are telling this one, right? This auto repeat right mouse should be enabled. And then if you press right click, it will attack. I saw that video also. But like I told you, if Visage is aggroing, then you will be crossing the ground and stuff. It should be like this, I think. Right click stop, right click stop. I'm right now holding right click.
I just use A.
Yeah, you can use A or you can use right click in gaps. So this one that you're telling is you are holding the right click right now. Right click and you're just using S. So at that time, if Visage aggros or something, instead of pressing this, you will press the ground and you will walk like this instead. It will not only mess up your CS, but it will also put you in a bad spot.
Okay, it's better to go with A stop sometimes.
Sometimes right click, yeah. Okay, so if enemy is contesting the creep, both are like right click stopping, you can go for right click stop or you can go for A stop. So Clockwork came to harass you, you backed off. Tried to secure the stifling with the stifling dagger, but didn't work out. That's fine. Now you have a range creep to deny. I mean your creep to deny. So you press either you use right click stop or you use A stop. But instead you are running here and there. Can you see?
Yeah. I came. Okay.
So that is giving you the turn rate problem. See, right now PA is a little turned. So she has to turn a bit and then she has to last it. But Visage, he's straight up facing towards the creep. So he's going to secure it.
Okay. I thought I was
see, can you see this? Can you see this? Like, see how yeah. So that is the problem with turn rate.
Okay.
See, I'll show
you. I walked
again.
like that because I thought I was out of range of the creep. So
if you just press A, right? A or right click, the hero will walk towards that that creep,
Yeah.
So you don't need to worry about the range. The moment you press right click on the creep, right? I'm assuming that you have enabled this one. Right click allies to attack.
Yeah.
So that you can deny the creep just with right click.
Okay.
See right here you can see why turn rate is important. So right here you should have just pressed right click. If you press right click, PA would have just walked straight up here. But since you are walking here and there, now she's going to turn for a second. So right here you want to CS, but you are not in position. So now PA is going to do that turn thing. So before she turns, Visage has already launched his attack. So he secured it.
Okay.
So again, same for this range creep. You are running here and there.
Instead of dead, click on the creep.
If it's going to come in deny range. Yeah, I'm a guy who strongly emphasizes to press the ground actually. So that you won't draw aggro. And you will be also able to gap close the enemy.
Okay.
But here in this case, if it's a creep that is you are going to secure or going to deny, then you should always just press the creep, either press A click or right click on the creep, and then you can proceed from there. So here I don't know which you did, right click or A click, but you messed it up. So right now you have a range creep to secure, right? I don't know who aggroed, but someone has created a situation where the range creep has to be secured now. Visage also didn't care about it, and you also didn't care about it. And if you're a range hero, then maybe what you're trying to do could be justifiable. But since you're a melee hero, you have damage block. So you don't need to worry about tanking 2 creeps. You can just eat a tango and hold the creep wave here. Or you can bring the creeps along with you and secure this range creep. That should be a top priority.
Okay.
So biggest objective that a position 1 has to secure all the time is to consider the range creep. At least have to attempt to secure the range creep, or at least have to attempt to make sure the guy doesn't deny the range creep.
Okay.
Because range creep, they are the bread and butter of the game. Not about the gold. Who cares about the gold? It's the XP. XP is everything in the laning phase. So 69, 57. So this will be the make or break on who reaches level 2. You can clearly see, right? If PA reaches level 2 and Silencer reaches level 2, and this guy level 1, you kill him. If they reach level 2, he use Grave Cloak or something. What is this called? Grave Chill or something. and Clockwork comes in with battery assault and power cogs, you are dead. So who reaches level 2 wins the game.
Yeah.
So you didn't secure the range creep, which is a big blunder. Like you could have denied it, but since your elasticity mechanics was little off the mark, you didn't deny it, and now you are going to lose your range creep as well. Assuming you are not going to go for it, I think you will go. I think, or you are not going to go. Okay. I want to see your camera position in this. That's where camera position also comes into picture. How have you positioned your camera? Is it good? Wait, we'll see. Okay, right now you are trying to do it, but you should have done A stop, or right click stop, either of the two. See, right now your camera is looking at range creep. Okay, fine. Yeah, you are going for the range creep. Nice. But little too late that you realized. Like you were made the creeps go into the tower and then you're coming back,
Yeah, I didn't get this. You said that you're melee hero, so you don't need to worry about the two
Yeah, I'll
creeps.
show you the turn rate I showed you, right? I'll show you exact thing that is happening here also. Wait. Okay. Could have just used normal A stop there because Visage was far away from the creep. So
Yeah, okay.
kind of you're giving away magic one charges to the guy.
Magic, yeah.
It's bad. We'll go back a bit. So right here going for the range creep, but Visage is completely not in the picture. So maybe you could have kept your camera here to see like what's happening. So you're keeping the camera here, so you have no clue like where is Visage is. So this part we don't need right now. Before it was needed, now it doesn't. You don't need it. So you could have maybe little bit brought it down or something around here, so that you can at least have an idea of what is happening, like what is the status of large camp, all that stuff. So try to have a constant move of your camera.
Okay.
You're using H pan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I have not used that middle mouse thing, the drag mouse that Yatar and all does. Okay, so you could have A stopped and right click there, like secure the creep, but you didn't do it. So that gave you charges. And I'm like I told you, you are not considering turn rate in your last hitting. So every time you're just walking here and there. See right here, A stop, secure, easy. But instead, you are walking here and there. So now that is going to create the turn rate, and that is going to make it complicated for you. I mean, not big of a deal, but something that you have to think about. Because if you see Miracle does what you are doing actually. But when it comes to that creep, that is about to die, then he will suddenly stop and he will, hit. I think that's called Orb Walking, I think. Even Chat GPT will let you know what is like Orb Walking. It's like, walking here and there, and then when the creep is about to die, you position yourself and you hit. That will make it difficult for the enemy to target you. That is one thing. And the other thing, it will help you, get in better position. You told, right? Like you are moving to get in a position. But thing is, you are doing everything that the pros are doing, but you are not right clicking at the end, like to position yourself. You are trying to do it when the creep is about to die. So now you have a range creep to secure. I am a little clueless on why you try to do aggro there. So you have a range creep to secure here, but I think you want to secure this creep, I think. So that's why you're trying to aggro. Yeah. Okay, so, I was losing a lot of games because I was aggroing continuously, Well, like, I think people will tell you that, always aggro. But you have to have a reason for why you aggro, right? So right here, you have a range creep to secure. So that should be a priority. So if you aggro here, right, so when you go to secure this range creep, these creeps will also follow you and you will receive damage. So I think you need to have a priority on what you have to secure. Always it should be range creep first. And then when the creeps are, within the contest range, then you can aggro. Or if you really wanted to aggro, you could have secured this one and then you aggroed and you should have taken to the range creep. You are trying to take it somewhere here. That's why it looked very questionable. If you try to aggro here, it was really good play because you wanted to deny the range creep. But if you're aggroing here, that means, right, how aggro works. If you don't know, it's in this learn tab, glossary, advanced. And if you go at the bottom, they have mentioned here, creep aggro. So if you attack a creep, if you attack a hero within the creep's 500 radius, it will follow you for 3 seconds. And after that, it will stop. So this also applies for global also. Like you can right click the mid laner also and you can still do the aggro. So let's say Visage was not here and Husker is showing. You can right click Husker and that will put the creeps, like it will make the aggro, aggro happen. That right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that creep you missed, that is fine, but you secure the range creep. See, if you secured that range creep, right? Did you let it deny? No, you didn't let it deny. Why are you not level 2 yet? Okay. You're going for the kill, which is nice. Nice one. You identified that the guy is in a bad spot. So right now, if you had Blightstone, it would have been the same effect, right? So that's why I told you it won't matter too much on if you're going for Wand or Visage. Say Wand or Blightstone.
Yeah, because I generally their Visage and all these picks are really rare. Nobody actually plays them. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what to build. That's why I went
Okay.
for the safe build.
Okay. Something that we have to, one more thing that we have to think about is, when you have nothing to do, you have to do something, okay? So remember this.
Okay.
So right here, let's see how many situations were there where you had nothing to do and you could have done something. Okay. So here, there was nothing to do, I guess. No, you have a creep to secure. So you're going for it and you're securing. So right here, you have nothing to do, right? Like, because all the creeps are above 50%.
Yeah.
And the thing that I was talking to you about like melee heroes having their own shield, you can see right on PA's body, it's written minus 15 with the shield symbol.
Yeah.
That you will not see for range heroes.
Range.
Okay, that is one thing. So here you have nothing to do, right?
Yeah.
Now you have something to do. In that nothing to do time, right? You could have cut some trees.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll tell you where the cutting trees will come into help. So right here, if you cut these trees, right, you can position yourself much better to secure the range creep. Right? So if you didn't drag the creeps into tower, these creeps would have been above 50% HP. So at that time, you could have cut some trees. Okay. So right here, you have something to do. Okay, you are doing it. Now you have this creep to secure. So you have something to do. Nice aggro here so that you can secure this creep. So right now you have nothing to do, right? All are full HP.
Yeah.
So here you can cut some trees. You can cut some trees. So right here, cut some trees, cut these trees. So that if you try to aggro, they will walk all the way along with you. Or else they will be blocked by the trees. And by then the 3 seconds will get over. And you will fail the aggro. Then it will be put on a cooldown, the aggro cooldown. And at that time, if you try to aggro, the aggro will not work. What's the aggro cooldown? The cooldown is 3 seconds. If a hero issues an attack on another within 500 units, it will also draw aggro. There's a cooldown on this behavior. So I think both will be 3 seconds only, I think. Creep chasing you will also be 3 seconds. And it will be on cooldown is also 3 seconds. Okay. So this you can abuse very well on range creeps, range heroes when you play support.
To harass the enemy. Yeah.
You can right click the enemy even before going into the creep range. And then if you you can right click them freely for 3 seconds. Okay, so here you have nothing to do, so you could have cut those trees. Here you're going for the range creep secure, which is nice. And here you're going for the kill. Okay, just good. You can see that 16 popping on PA's body because of the innate stout shield that the hero has. You're eating a tango, could have cut a tree along with it here.
Okay.
Because the problem right now, you see, can you see this problem, bro? So if you aggro right now, these creeps are going to walk into this tree and it will stand here. But your goal is to deny the range creep. So you are right now in a very, very bad spot right now.
Yeah, the lane will push.
Yeah, the lane will push. So I think Kezu says this, he says you have to fix once you get a reward, If you get a reward, let's say a kill or a huge stack of creeps, something like that, then you have to, do the appropriate fix for it. So right now you went and got the kill. So now you have to look at what's the aftermath of it. Like what is the next thing that you have to do here? So most of the time, if you try to kill someone, and if you are near those creeps, it will max to max push the wave. Because the creeps will be busy hitting you because you are trying to kill Visage and the creeps will hit you. But these guys will be hitting the enemy creep and the lane will push. Unless, the creeps are here and you're completely trying to take a solo fight here, then the creeps will be doing their own job. Right?
Okay.
So you have to always remember that if you try to make a play when the creeps are near, it is going to push the creeps. So the next thing that you have to do instead of trying to hi-fi or anything, you have to aggro. So if you miss that up, I think yesterday we played with the 8K offline player. Like he's my friend. It's impossible to play against this guy. I'm telling you, it's impossible to play against this guy. The moment the creeps are here, right? If he is able to hold the creeps here, he will hold it for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Because he will buy items in such a way that he can tank the creeps. See, look at these items. Magic Wand, okay? It's going for Circlet, Null Talisman, Bracer. Like he has 2 item components that will help him to tank the creeps for infinity.
Okay.
So he will just hold the creeps here. You can't do anything. Your support, even if he tries to pull, he will hold the creep here forever. So right now, even though this first blood looks good, but it's going to cost you heavily if you are going to climb. So the first thing that you have to do is make sure the trees are cut. Or at least if you are forgetting to cut the trees, at least you have to cut the trees when you are trying to aggro. Okay? So right now your priority is not to secure this creep or deny this creep. It's to aggro as ASAP. Or else the lane is going to push here and you're going to get in real big trouble. But instead you're prioritizing on denying this one. It looks good, but right now the creep is getting pushed. See, now you're realizing, oh, I have to aggro now. But look what is happening.
Yeah.
The creeps are kind of, trying to cross the trees and they didn't go to the desired location that you wanted it to go.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, okay, why? I mean, there was still a small room where you could have again aggroed and you could have killed this, but I don't know why you didn't do that. So right here you secured. I mean, you are not in a very bad spot, like HP or something where you have to go run all the way back. You could have still stayed here. So only if you stay here, then Clockwork will not be able to do anything when Silencer tries to pull the wave, right?
Okay.
So you have to also enable your position 5.
Okay.
So you can only enable the guy, like let's say this guy is already a noob, if you don't even give him the room to pull, then, you're going to essentially grief your own lane. So right here, you should have been here. Unless your second skill is on cooldown or if you're a Faceless Void with first skill on CD, then what you're doing is maybe justifiable. At that time also, I'll say that, hide in the trees or something. Because you're essentially going to lose some XP. If not secure the creep, you're going to miss the XP.
Yeah, this is I actually think about it a lot, but I'm not able to execute it in the game.
And one more thing that I noticed is you have not stacked your quick buy to full slots. It can stack up to 8 slots you can take up, right? So you could have already made the raindrops, keep the threads and battle fury or the cornucopia, orb of corrosion or whatever you want. So I think you are trying to figure that out while this is happening. So that's why you walked all the way there. That's what I'm reading from your camera moment. So now you are stacking up a healing salve. Okay. I think you lost one creep's XP, one melee creeps XP while we are trying to do that. So now always keep your quick buy. Quick buy, what is this called? Quick buy. This is called sticky buy. This is called quick buy. So quick buy, you keep it fully equipped. Small blunder in the aggro part, I think. Could have secured that if you had. So
actually, I was experienced, but the melee creep died now. I was in the
experience. Yeah, this experience is actually very big. You can check that out by holding here, right? You're aware of that? Also, if you press Alt right click, it will always be shown for you using this labs feature, persistent range indicator. If you press Alt and right click anything you want, you can see it all the time. This goes for attack and attack also. You told that if you want to see like if PA is in attack range or not, right? So if you go to this portrait and press Alt right click, you can see that small circle also.
Okay.
I used to do that when I used to play Troll Warlord, because as a troll you have to keep right clicking the enemy repeatedly. So I kept that range creep range indicator. So that will enable me to do that. Okay. So now
my courier died.
Your courier died. Okay. Why did it die?
He put a ward at the start of the game.
That's why. Okay. That you can't do anything about it. I'm very bad at courier, so I don't want to give any advice on it. Like, I mean, I know what we can do to mitigate that, all that stuff. I can say simply like you could have watched where Clockwork is going while this is happening. But I don't do that in my game, so I have to practice what I preach, right? I'm very terrible at courier control. One thing that my viewer told me to do is he told me to shift queuing, bro.
Yeah.
So what you can do when you are about to deliver items, right? You can click on your courier and you can tell it to come here, first. Like whatever happens, tell it to right click the tower or nearby to the tower and then press Shift F. I think F is for delivery, I think.
Okay.
Default, that should be the case. If you go here and go to courier, so you can see that for quick cast, I kept everything QWEDFR, same only I have kept. So F is for transfer items. So you can press you can tell it to first come here, right click, then shift F. Then it will be like most of the time, do you think when do you think the courier will die? You know, it will die when you are farming here, because the courier will be trying to take this path. You know, it will try to take this path. So it will mostly try to take this path only. If you are farming here, it will come like an idiot and will try to come here, and the enemy will try to deny it or something. So what you have to do, you have to, when the courier is trying to move, you know, at that time itself, you have to tell it to right click here. You know, when click on courier, like you have a hotkey assigned for it, right? C, I think, right? You press C and you right click the tower, then you press shift F. So once it reaches this point, it will come here. So something that I do for bounty hunter, you know, I tell the courier to walk through the jungle. I tell it to like C, then I press right click here, then again shift right click, shift right click, shift right click. Then it once comes to a safe point, then shift F.
Okay.
That is also something you can do. Because all that first blood advantage that you got is going to drain because of the courier dying.
Yeah, now I'm like, I don't have regen, so I lost the lane now.
More about regen, it's about this raindrops. That is very crucial against Visage. It spawns at 250, I think, right?
Yeah.
27 seconds, yeah. 250, okay. So right here, you could have aggroed and you could have denied these two creeps. So right here, what should have been the ideal plan? You secured this one. You know creeps are not in a good spot. But you always have second skill to escape escape. So it's not like you have to completely abandon these guys. You can go here.
Okay.
Once
I thought I was worried about the clockwork cogs and Visage first skill. I didn't realize they were still level 1 there.
That is one thing. And I mean, even if they try to kill you, they can't kill you, you know. And if you force a fight here, they will do the same mistake that you did. I won't say that a mistake, but a way for you to set back the creep to its original state without trying to rely on your support. So right here, you should have went here and you should have tried to aggro, and you should have denied this, and then you could have brought it back. At least, if not deny, at least do some kind of chaotic stuff.
Okay.
See this guy. This guy. I don't know how he didn't static the wave here. He could have staticked it very easily. I'm just checking from Visage perspective why he didn't do that.
This courier has been killed.
I think Silencer also did a good job of pulling the creeps here. I don't know how Clockwork allowed it, but he went for the courier kill.
He went for the courier.
Okay. So now somehow things are working in your favor, but you can't always expect things to happen in your favor. This was blocked, and this was also blocked. You would have got kind of trapped, like you would have been here.
Yeah.
Now the creeps are back in your favor. But you see, right? Trees are not cut.
Yeah,
so the creeps are confused. So they are going here and there. And now if you aggro, the creeps will hit on the trees. And 3 seconds will get wasted. And they'll again go back to doing the job. So aggro will not work. So these 2 trees at least, these 3 trees should have been cut.
Okay.
You're cutting one, nice.
I realize it, I think now. Now I realize.
That's nice, you are realizing it. I don't know how you are low rank. Yeah, but I think the turn rate part you are not focused much. Yeah, you are always running here and there, running here and there, running here and there, and about to secure it, you are doing it. But that will mess your this one. Okay, this is bad. This is so bad.
Okay.
If you don't die, I don't know. Where is Clockwork? Clockwork is minding his own job. You should have died also, bro. Why did that guy left? Clockwork is like, okay, my job is done. I came for 1 kill, I got it. I'm going back. Adios. So right here, if he came back, you would have died. 100% you would have died. Because it's level 3 Visage.
I think I went in there because he used his spells on clock. So I thought, okay, so we should do some damage for Visage for my silencer kill. I think that's what.
Yeah, that is good. That's a good thought. But thing is, you should always have a backup plan ready to escape yourself. So the ideal play that you should have done is, I don't mind what you're trying to do. So where is this? I went too back. Okay, right now you see that your silencer is in trouble, and it's a dead lane because the Visage, it's very hard to lane against this hero. So ideally, what you could have done, while you are trying to deny this, right, you could have just ignored that and you could have right clicked this guy 2 to 3 times, And once
Okay.
this guy died, you could have second skill backed out.
Okay.
Because it might look like what's the mistake of doing here, you know? It's because Clockwork is Crusader. If Clockwork is Puzzle or
If he was
some...
better rank,
if he's high rank, he would have not, for no reason, he would have walked like this. He would have also
he
turned
will
it
be
around.
there.
Yeah,
I died.
and your only escape spell, you committed it, and you are 10 seconds now
10 seconds.
in a bad spot.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, instead of deny, I should have committed. Okay.
Not committed. Could have just walked and right clicked him 2 to 3 times.
Okay.
And then once things don't look in your favor, you could have just went back. See, again, you are missing the CS because of the trees. He stopped. I mean, it's very hard to secure against this guy as well because he's universal, right? Visage is universal hero. And plus, he goes for stats. Plus, he has a insane projectile speed, I think. You're aware of projectile speed, right? Like different heroes have different projectile
but
speed.
I don't know. I know, but not.
100. Just really high, like compared to Lina. Lina has less only, I think. 1000 only. Lina has 1000 only. Visage has very fast projectile speed. It's little impossible to secure creeps against this guy without aggroing. So essentially, what you should have done here, you are kind of busy, you know, dropping your items. That is one thing. But you could have cut the trees.
Yeah, I thought the lane is actually over because my courier is dead. I want that my items when silencer comes back, right?
Yeah.
But he's actually walking. Now I realize, okay, I'm done now. I need to take.
So how were you doing it? Actually, I think you haven't assigned any hotkey or what for the courier delivery.
Courier delivery?
Yeah.
No, I used to select the courier and take the items in stash and secret shop. I have these keys.
Okay. So I have hotkey actually. So for courier, obviously I have C. That is no brainer. But here I have, courier burst J. That is for courier speed. And N is for delivery items. Where is N? N. Courier delivery items. So this one I have N.
Okay.
So you wasted like extra 1 to 2 seconds by trying to click here. So meanwhile, I'll just click these items and then press N. That's all. It will deliver the item to me.
Okay.
So every second counts in the laning phase because that is going to essentially push the wave, or you're going to miss some CS or something because you're trying to click here, right? Meanwhile, what I would have done, I would have just went here, press these two, C, N, then it would have delivered to me. But here you are wasting so much time here. By this time, creeps are getting pushed here. Okay. I think it's not even about pushing. I think you missed like 2 CS. We were trying to do that. Now you aggroed. Okay. I mean, aggroing after the creeps are going to die, will not help you at all. So yeah, so since you are not habituated to use the, the hotkeys, so ideally what should have happened, ideally the lane was in your favor. That is what I feel. So right here, silencer or whoever the guy, silencer respawned. You thought he will bring the items to you, but he didn't. But right now, it's like they have more creeps, but the range creep values are still same only. I mean, it's coming, but even if there are 2 range creeps, you could have still aggroed and you could have brought it back to 0, normal state. See, right now you should have aggroed.
Lot of time.
Yeah, you should have aggroed and you should have brought it. But by the time you're coming, already the creeps are half HP. Once they're half HP, if you try to aggro, they will do nothing to the range creeps. So right now you're trying to do, you're panicking, but it's already over. And you can only secure it. And that is putting you in a very bad spot. You're annoyed, you're using your taunt to cool yourself down. I mean, you could have secured all the creeps, in my opinion. Still, even if you didn't aggro, the lane would have pushed, but still, you could have secured it. Right here, you aggroed, okay?
Okay, I should not aggro there. That's
no. Aggro is fine. Aggro you should do. I think the general concept of aggro is when the creeps are in the deny range, like the contest range of enemy, at that time you have to aggro. So if you don't aggro here, Visage will deny all the creeps. But he's going for Lotus because he's Crusader. If he is not Crusader, he would have already been here and he would have tried to deny every single creep here. Okay. You are doing the rightly. This Orb Walking.
Again.
Yeah. So that's kind of worked in this situation because you right clicked at the right time. Like you turned back, to hit the creep. Okay, here you could have just right clicked because the Stifling Dagger has an attack animation. Like small animation has, the PA has to take the dagger from his pocket and he has to throw it. Yeah. So instead, if you used right click there, you could have secured it and you could have used first skill here to secure this one. Instead, you walked off. I don't know, bro. You are very scared at times, Like
Yeah,
here you had the advantage. You have more creeps. You have three creeps to two range creeps, and I told you Visage doesn't have a shield inbuilt in him, so he can't tank all these creeps. So you are in a safe spot right now, and you can't see Clockwork as well. You have vision here, so Clockwork is somewhere not here at all. So you don't need to panic this much to run all the way back. I mean, if he has more creeps, with all means you have to run away because Clockwork is going to kill you. But here you have the advantage, so you
okay,
kind of panicked. If you panic, be panicked all the time. You can't do like this. If you do this, and if Visage is good player, he will use Grave Chill, and he will hold you here, and Clockwork will kill you, and you don't have second skill to escape.
yeah. That was what I thought actually. We said use skill and clockwork cog. Silencer is not there. I can't escape, so I shouldn't go. But then I was like, I can't miss this flag creep, so I jumped in.
Yeah, so your the decision making at times is like either you're going for full on you have to be on full on flee mode, or have to be on full on attack mode. You can't mix both. If you're deciding like I'm going to go back, you just go back. You can't commit second skill. If you commit second skill, you're going to die. Or you just be a man and secure all the creeps and just run away. Simple as that.
Okay.
Now here you could have pulled the large camp yourself, but you are waiting for Silencer to do his job, which he will not do because he's Crusader. He's like, what should I do here?
Yeah.
Maybe he's listening to music, having a good time, chatting with his family, but you want to win. So ideally what you should have done, you shouldn't have been scared here at all. See,
Okay.
PA is very, very strong hero, bro, this meta. She has this innate, right? Immaterial. So that will prevent you from getting so much right clicks. I mean, if Visage nukes you, you are dead. But if you always have the second skill to escape, you don't need to worry about anything. Right? So, right here, always your camera is like, that's it. I'm done with this. I have done what I can. Now I'm just going to wait for the
Okay.
creep to reset. Instead, you shouldn't panic like this and keep your camera like this. Unless there is a guy coming and trying to kill you from here or something. So your camera should have been all like in the same state only. So right here you're trying to secure the creep. Did I went too far? Or what?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
See, okay, you're trying to get this. Okay, that is fine. For that you have to move the camera. So now you're trying to secure these two creeps. You secured it. Okay, right now you don't need to panic and put your camera all the way back here. You have to see what is happening to the range creep and all that.
Okay.
See, right now you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to see what happens to range creep. Good luck. You're just going back. Instead, you have to keep the camera here. So you have the advantage. You have Tango, you have 8 magic wand charges, you have a whole creep wave to protect you. And if things don't go well, you can always second skill and back out. So I think you still haven't understood the how agile and how much escape the PA has. I mean, even if you commit fully on Visage, then he's going to get charges and he's going to kill you. As long as you play it passive, there's nothing the enemy can do to you. So right here, if you have kept the camera still here, you could have seen that you still have a chance to aggro it and bring it back or pull this.
Yeah. And in this doubt, what see in this position, right now the lane is near Visage's tower,
Mm.
and my position 5 is somewhere far.
Mm.
He's trying to pull. He's trying to do his job, but should I go there? My concern is if I go there and take a lot of harass from them, it's not worth it for me to get that one creep extra. Or
See, thing is, if you worry about that one creep, right? Like I told you, right? The Z crazy example. The guy will hold the creep wave forever,
forever. Okay.
If he gets this advantage, you can't play Dota against that guy. I have literally got so annoyed with playing against that guy. Same could go be your case. If you are position 1, you're going to static the wave here. What can Offlane do?
Yeah.
So if this is the situation, the only way to fix this is to constantly aggro, repeatedly aggro. If you do that aggro, right, at one point, this our creeps, right, they will go under the tower, and Visage can't static it here. The biggest mistake is if you let it static here, your game is over. Especially if enemy is playing Timbersaw, you have to forget playing Dota. You have to just go jungle. But here, what you should have ideally done, I think 2 times you were little not standing here, I mean, standing here is not a problem. If you commit, that's the problem. I think you would have seen a lot of memes like my position 1 is always getting killed while I'm trying to pull.
Yes.
That is because this guy will be trying to commit to second skill or something, or trying to overcommit into things. But if you just stand here and just try to aggro whenever you can, they can't do anything to you. So right here, You tried to secure it, didn't work. You should have walked all the way here. I mean, you committed your second skill. Maybe you could have stood here or something, you know. You can't give away this XP for free.
Okay.
So right here you have nothing to do. So here you could have watched like what is happening here. You have a creep wave to pull, and Silencer hasn't unblocked the camp. So what can I do in my way? You know, I'm telling you, even the worst is the case. You know, this camp is blocked. Okay, by your support. So you have no camps to pull now, and the creeps are here. So here you have to do that Ichika Bachka, you know, like the YOLO play. You have to just walk here and aggro. Visage will try to hit you. You are not going to hit him back. You are just going to focus on aggroing. If you hit him back, their creeps will hit you. If you just focus on aggroing and running back, these creeps will go in here and these creeps will go here. Then Visage will panic and he will push it into the tower. That is one case. Or if he's really good god tier immortal player, then he will, you know, even if it costs his life, he will not move from here. He will eat a tango and he will stand like a madman without putting the creeps into tower.
Okay.
So here you had all the opportunity to aggro it back here. And if Clockwork is going to come, you're going to always use second skill and run away. And in this worst case, let's say Clockwork controls you in the cogs. Visage is trying to, you know, like kill you or something. He's going to tank all these creeps. Because you are never trying to attack Visage. You are just trying to aggro. But Visage is trying to kill you. So the creeps will always hit him. And plus it's 2 range creeps. Visage will get, you know, a little bit harassed or something. Okay. Then you can ship out a salve like, okay, I have to make a play here. And you can, you know, like, you have 8 magic on charges, 2 tangos. So you could have still, you know, the goal is to never let the offlane static the wave, bro. That's all. Simple as that. If you're playing offlane, the goal is position 1 should not static the wave here. You should not static the wave. You should not let this guy static the wave here. So if it's offlane, you are playing offlane, you have to aggro it so that the creeps will go under tower. If it's safe lane, then you have to aggro it so that the creeps will go under tower and the game will reset. So there is something called ribbon effect in Dota 2. So how much ever creeps go into the tower, when they come back, they will always be that one single wave only. Unless you are trying to push along with the creeps, then you will kill the tower. But if like 2 wave of creeps are going inside, you know, once it comes back, it will always be like, it will become normal. So if you push the wave into tower, then it will always come back as normal only. But if you don't let it push, and if you let the guy static here, then you can't play Dota. You have to abandon the lane. There's no other way to play. Or you have to go and, you know, do the aggro. See, right now you have all the resources to...
Actually, yeah. But I think, now I remember why I went back was, after my courier died, I realized there is a ward and Silencer didn't deward it. I didn't want my Salve and Raindrop to die. So I walked back. I should have controlled my courier like you said, somewhere in the jungle here.
The trees, yeah, you could have used shift Q.
Yeah, that's why I went now. Now I remembered. Because if my Raindrops are dead, the lane is done. So that's why I went.
I mean, you are too obsessed on, you know, kind of deciding if the lane is done or not. To be honest, you have 18 CS at 4 minutes and you have your Band of Levin skin, right? I mean, you could always go and jungle, you know. I mean, that's where methodical will come into picture. But okay, I mean, you could have still done something, you know. It's not like if you let's say if your courier dies here, it's not the end of the world, you know. Like you can always aggro and, you know, pull it back, or you can just kill yourself in the process. And that, like, if you force Visage to do something, the lane is going to push in your favor. That's what happened in the first blood, right? Like you went for a kill, the lane pushed. If Visage is going for the kill, lane will push.
Okay.
I mean, I'm telling from a Crusader perspective. Immortal, the guy will figure out that, okay, if I try to kill this PA, the lane is going to push, so I'm just going to harass the PA and keep him low HP while I'm going to keep the wave here. If it's a Crusader Visage, I'm pretty sure he will chase you and he will kill you. And once you respawn, you're going to get back your items and you're going to come back. But if you are trying to, you know, like go for full mode on protecting your courier and, you know, or dropping your items and missing your wave in the process, then that's essentially griefing your game.
Okay.
Because right now, you having the Blightstone or not is not going to matter, right?
Okay.
And I personally think this Blightstone is a grief in my opinion. You have to understand, you know, certain items are built only for the laning phase, okay? I'll tell you what are those items. Number 1, Wraith Band. Number 2, Bracer. Number 3, Magic Wand. Okay, number 4, Blightstone. Number 5, Orb of Corrosion. Number 6, Orb of Venom. Okay, so these items are built only for laning phase. Post laning phase, they are not going to, you know, do much to you, right? So the biggest advantage that safe lane heroes have over off lane is pretty simple. They all buy threats. Safe lane buy threats. Offlane can't do that. Visage can't go for threats. So what does threats offer you? It offers you attack speed, 10 attributes. So that's like a big boost to how you see us, right?
Yeah.
So your goal is to get your threats.
Okay.
And if you're not able to get your threats, what are the other alternatives that will enable you to get threats? That's how we have to think of the game. So that's where people sometimes go for Falcon Blade, Wraith Band, Magic Wand, Orb of Corrosion or something. But the main goal is to get threats. Threats all the time. If you don't believe me, wait, I'll go to Dota Pro Tracker. Okay. You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Go to Dota Pro Tracker. Every single game, if you see, people will be focused on getting the threats. Threats. See this Lucas guy. I'll forget Lucas guy. Okay, let's see this Lucas guy. This lost Lucas guy. Click this, copy this, and go to Dota. Go to replay. Check on PA. See, he's having these items. Okay, he's playing a lost game. Now he's going for Blightstone because it's still in the laning phase, right? And he's having a Lich King, so he can make kills, right? And right here, what's he going for? He's going for Gloves of Face, Band of Levenskin with half-assed items. No Wraith Band, no Magic Wand. Goes for threats. So the main goal that you have to always have is I need to get my threats. What are the items that is going to enable me to do that? Is it going to be a healing salve? Am I low HP? Do I need a healing salve? Okay, I'll go for healing salve. Do I need to do the the initiation where if my silencer is playing like a god, if I buy a Blightstone, I can kill Visage how many times I want. Okay, I'll go for a Blightstone. My silencer is playing dead passive. Do I need a Blightstone? No, I want my threats ASAP so that I can start jungling. So that I can get the advantage where I can start CSing better. So even if I get booted out of the lane, I can still CS. Like I can go to the jungle. With Blightstone, Band of Levenskin, do you think you can jungle, or with threats you can jungle? With Blightstone, Band of Levenskin, do you think you can jungle faster, or with threats you can jungle faster?
Yeah,
Threats, obviously. So you have to always remember the goal is to get threats or face boots. Okay. So what can enable you to do that? I think my PA games also I would have done that only, or else I'm an idiot. I don't know. Maybe if the lane was going too well for me, I would have went for Corrosion. See, I have went for Blightstone here because I have Lich King. And I want to do the max damage possible. My lane is going really well. So I got my first blood, I think. So I got Magic Wand. Getting my threats ASAP. Then after that, I can do whatever I want. If I want to go Corrosion, I can go Corrosion also. Okay. So right now, getting this healing salve and Blightstone has defeated its purpose. Because laning phase is over. It's 4 minutes. 5 minutes, it will become nighttime. Lion can rotate. I'm telling from Immortal perspective. Lion can rotate. He can boot you out of the game. You need threats.
Okay.
So
laning phase, first 5 minutes we should separate it.
Yeah, you have to separate it. 5 minutes, laning phase is, in my opinion, over for a safe lane. Unless you are completely stomping the game, you are 4 PA, and if anyone tries to walk in, you are going to kill them without hesitation. That time, laning phase is going to extend till 9 minutes or something. Max to max, 5 minutes, you have to be always prepared to, I need to get, I have to be prepared to leave the lane. Do I have the items for it? That's where, heroes like Alchemist are really good. They don't need items, they can farm and they can recover. But heroes like Battle Fury heroes, they need to get their threats. Or worst case, if they're anti-mage, they need to rush for a Battle Fury, naked Battle Fury. No threats, right? Okay. So instead, Visage is a Crusader, okay?
Yeah.
This was the crazy. You should forget playing Dota in this lane. It's over.
Actually, yeah. We should not go under the tower.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now you are running on circles, not doing anything. Finally, you're trying to pull. Clockwork doesn't give a damn about it, and you're pulling it successfully. But if you go to Legend or something, Clockwork will give a damn, and he will prevent you from pulling.
Okay.
Now you got the creeps back in your favor. But will it happen all the time? No. What you're doing instantly, you're trying to right click the creeps. Kind of bad in my opinion. I told you, right? You have to static or he has to static.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to right click creeps when your creeps are less than his creeps. Let's say you're playing against LC, Mars. Those heroes have innate way to push the wave. If they try to right click you or if they try to harass you, they will instantly push the wave subconsciously. But Visage can't do that, right?
Yeah.
Sand King can do that. So against these heroes, if you try to right click the creep, kind of makes sense. That too, you have to right click only after the creeps meet, so that you can, keep the creep always in equilibrium. Right now, you don't have any need to right click the creep, but for some reason you are doing it. Okay, suddenly you stopped it. Okay, if you stop it, it's fine with me. Okay, now the creeps are coming. I hope you have the alt pressed so that you can see where's the tower range. Kind of,
Yeah.
I think you're failing to. I mean, if you're trying to go 0 to 1, then that's fine, I think. Maybe let's see how it works out. I mean, I don't mind this play, but clockwork is missing. If you see clockwork here, then this play will be valid. You're just trying to make plays based on, your kill instinct rather than thinking on the game. Right here, if clockwork is here, standing, try to make a play, you are dead. But where is clockwork? Clockwork is here. So you got lucky. If you try to kill Visage, I'm telling. If you poke him, he's going to kill you. Okay. Nice.
Radiant structures are
If you went for this kill, I'll be really angry. You didn't go for the kill. Okay. Range creep. You're trying to do the orb walk. So kind of, putting a creep.
So I should stop that. That is big problem.
Yeah. See right now. You're going to miss this creep. Okay, you secured it. Beautiful. That's the power of Band of Eleven skin. Okay, you missed your creep. Deny, I think that should be priority, bro. Always your creeps first, then deny, then next. Okay? So that should be always your goal. Your creeps are your priority. Deny second priority. So right here, you have a creep to secure. You're securing it. Good job. Cutting the creep. The trees. You're securing it. Right now, you're in situation. Deny or secure creep. You're going for the deny. Right now, you're in a very critical situation. You have to decide. So, always secure your creep. Instead, you're denying, so you lost this creep. Nice play here. This is exactly what I wanted to see in the early stage also. See, you have an escape way, right? So here, if you clockwork is trying to go on you, you always have the creeps to blink out, or you have your support to blink out. Support will not come. Let's not believe on support, but you could have always blinked out. So there is no way people could have killed you here unless you give charges mandatory to Visage.
Okay.
So now he has more creeps than you, correct? So if you're going to make a play here, it has to be outside the creep wave.
Yeah.
And you're not doing it. Which is fine. Which is good. This is fine. But you know what? Maybe you could have dived on Visage. If I was you, I would have died. Do you know why?
Okay.
You don't know. Because you have healing salve.
And, yeah.
You have the healing salve. And you saw clockwork TPing out. So it's a 2v1 situation.
He doesn't have regen.
Regen. I mean, I don't care about his regen, but I have regen. I want to use it. Plus, I am right now, strong. I have a Blightstone and I want to make its, have value shown,
Okay.
So right here. Okay, wait. Clockwork TP'd out already. Right here, Clockwork is panicking because his Crusader is like, I'm out. Good luck, Visage. You have first kill, second skill. Maybe could have went on the guy. Because if worst thing was, if let's say Lion or someone TPs, you survive, you have a salve to replenish yourself.
Okay.
And I told you, right? If you're going to make this play, it should be outside the creep range. Right now, he's outside the creep range. Could have made the play, could have killed.
Okay.
Because I'll show you, you are doing that exact thing once Clockwork respawns actually. Now you are doing it. Now, creeps are under tower. You have something to do. See, always you have to think of killing only if you have nothing else to do in this game. You don't have any creeps to hit. You don't have any deny. Deny, forget deny. If you have CS creeps to hit, you focus on creeps to hit. Okay? So right here, you have 2 creeps to secure. But this creep is also, after 5 minutes, if there is an enemy to kill, you have to focus on killing the enemy only. So right here, you have nothing to do. So you could have went for this play. You could have positioned yourself here. You could have stood here. Because you have the advantage right now, clearly. If it's past 6 minutes, you can expect Midlane to rotate, and that's where you can't do that. But it's 5 minutes. It's a Husker. Husker is not going to do anything to you. Plus you have your Watcher activated, so you can see where line is coming. So this was your kill, which you can do it, but you did it in a very, very bad time. You completely let those creeps die, and now you're going for the kill. This you could have done with the creeps. When you came back, when you did that play at that time, you would have still had those creeps. Now you lost 4 creeps, and that is going to delay your threats timing. And what's even worse, you have Seeing Salve, which you didn't even use. So that is going to even delay your threats timing. I'm not happy with the dagger usage you're doing. I mean, you are not still understanding how powerful PA is, PA has such a fast attack animation. See, some heroes are programmed to CS, okay? So, heroes like Anti-Mage, you can't do right-click stop, Heroes like Anti-Mage, Terrorblade, you can't right-click stop. Like if you do right click stop, Terrorblade will sometimes quickly attack the hero. Or attack the creep. Same goes for PA, CA also has such a fast attack animation. Like quickly she will swing her dagger. No hesitation. So here you could have secured it. You have Band of Living Skin. I mean, this one you're trying to do. Here you could have secured it. You could have A clicked.
Oh, okay. So I
Yeah.
could have.
Kind of, I'm noticing on what you can improve as a PA. I mean, you can tell that there is no Visage, no one's going to get magic one charges. But if you want to go to the next level, you have to think of everything.
Okay. I thought I could not do that. That's why I used it.
So let's say at this time, Lion is rotating or Husker is rotating with the Haste Rune and he boots you out of the game, you need to have your threats. You don't have your threats.
Yeah.
So you are going to essentially get slower than enemy.
That is because I bought the wrong items at the wrong time, or
Yeah. So if you buy Raindrops, it should be at 250. 250 it becomes available, 320 you will get it, but you bought it at 430 or something. And then Blightstone, you didn't even get it delivered because the courier died. That we can't do anything. But I think you bought a salve at 4 minutes, which was completely not needed. Because heroes like Visage, Viper, you have to, commit on them when they are weak. They get stronger at 3, 4, 5. Around 3, they'll get super strong. And 5, you can't play Dota against them. You have to accept that. Unless, if Spirit Breaker or someone is charging and he's helping you or something else. So you have to, focus on getting your threats. This salve, I think you bought very late, I think. When you were full HP, you had
they all
Tangos.
came at the same time.
Yeah.
So
that is delaying your threats timing now. And one more thing I think you did was maybe could have aggroed it here, right here. I don't know why you didn't aggro. I mean, you were trying to secure the range creep. Could have aggroed here and could have denied these two. Here you could have used global aggro. Quickly right click on Husker and you could have brought it back. And now Silence doesn't even need to pull the wave. But I like now that you're trying to do the camera movement that I was thinking of, in the laning phase. Now you're checking like, can I go on Visage? Can I go on Visage? So always have that, kill instinct always enabled from the laning phase itself. So that you can predict their kill instinct and you can play accordingly. If you completely keep your camera like, okay, I'm not going to see anything because I know lane is going to get pushed and Visage is going to get farmed. I'm going to get booted out of the game. I blame the Crusader silencer for the mistake. This is blunder. Big blunder, brother. See, trying to kill here, different story. Trying to kill here, we need to think of everything. See, what is Husker doing? Husker is TPing here. If you did it like 1 second before, Husker would have TP'd here. You would have died. Lion could have TP'd. Anyone could have TP'd. Even you don't even need a TP. Clockwork coming and cogging, you are dead. Right?
I think we saw the Clockwork here at top watcher. I think.
Okay. Then that's all the more reason that you have to be careful now. Because he's coming like this, right?
Okay.
So after 6 minutes, if you are going to make a play, think of midlane rotation as well. Unless your midlane is a Husker, and is completely stomping. At that time also, I will tell you to think of rotations. Because yesterday's stream, I think I fucked up. My midlane was a Husker and I failed to note that. And I was playing very cocky and I griefed the advantage that this Husker created. See, this Husker was dominating mid lane. Storm did nothing to do. He was level 5 and he casually walked up and he killed me because I committed my tree dance or something, I think. I was 4-0 and I gave the 4-1 stick to Storm Spirit. And suddenly he was able to play Dota because of me. So this blink was little YOLO, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Instead, what you can do? I mean, you know what? This is fine, but 2 to 3 attacks were fine. Not those many attacks.
Okay.
Because good Visage player, what they would have done instantly the moment you blinked, he would have grave chilled you, so you would have become completely useless.
Yeah, and clock also was stopped at the watcher, right? So there is no.
Okay, then in that case it's fine. But now you put your silence in okay, you're gonna go for the kill. You killed him. Okay, that's next level shit, bro. But yeah, if Husker came, you would have given him essentially a free kills. Would want you to do threat switching here. You didn't do threat switch. Like after you get threats, you have to start using threat switch. In late game,
I think I do that.
Did you do that?
In this case, I didn't know. Okay, no, I didn't do that now, but yeah. Most of the time, I actually do it.
Okay. Now here you going back, that is fine with me. Because you can't contribute to hitting the tower. Because everyone is missing.
Yeah, here I tried switch.
Yeah, I saw that.
It actually it hurts me sometimes, because
See,
after
here it
getting
didn't do.
some after getting some items, I accidentally keep some BKB there and I use BKB. The thread
Oh, you press the
switching.
BKB instead. Okay. That's why I always keep a certain slot for the threads. I always keep one as my thread slot.
Okay.
For Arnett also, I keep it as one only. So that I'll never confuse it. I get you, bro. I always do that. That's why after 30 minutes, thread switching, you can, you can do it only if you are really focused in the game. Again, you're not doing thread switch.
No, I did there actually, I think.
Okay, you did it. I need to check my eyes. I think veiled
I
one.
try, I think, but sometimes I miss actually. Yeah.
Okay, so right here, I think, 1 second. Okay, so right here, you should have just went here and farmed this one.
Okay.
Or you could have pulled the creep wave. But you trying to do a really sick YOLO play is very, very questionable, bro.
Okay.
I mean, up to this was fine, but the moment you commit Phantom Strike, it's little risky because Clockwork is missing. Clockwork is showing at bottom. This is justifiable. But Clockwork is not getting shown anywhere. Where is Clockwork? Clockwork? Clockwork is just chilling, man. Clockwork is like, my duty is to block the small camp beam until my death. So he's blocking it. It should not be the case. Now he's trying to make a play. See, right now you are giving opportunities for him. If this was another Immortal Clockwork or someone, he would have killed you right here. 100% he would have died. Now you should die. I don't know. Will you survive? Is Visage really good at Dota? Okay, Clockwork is not good at Dota. Bro! you were thinking of blinking in. Oh my days. My guy. Why, bro?
I thought I was dead anyway. That's why.
No, you could have blinked away here. But this should have happened long back if Clockwork knew to play. But he didn't do it. He is blocking the small camp. So yeah, have a good understanding of hero matchups, bro. So PA versus Visage. Visage wins. Even if Visage is 0-4, he gets the level 6 to this one. You have to back off. You have to respect enemies. So you should have farmed here. Should have farmed here. And once you get your tier 1 or something.
So,
yeah, bro.
Yeah. So that earlier, you were telling that I was scared unnecessarily. That should be now.
That should be now. Exactly. Correct.
Yeah. Earlier, there was no necessity for me to be scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you should be more scared. See,
Because
up to 5 minutes, you can be little YOLO, because no one's going to TP or anything. But after 5 minutes, it's going to become nighttime. You're going to lose your vision. Enemy position 5 can rotate. Enemy mid lane can rotate. So you have to think of all that. You have to play it super passive. Unless your mid lane is ready to make plays. He's getting the haste rune. He's coming for a play. You can, Still, I will recommend not to use Phantom Strike. Just use your Stifling Dagger, poke and play,
Yeah. Here, this is the problem actually. See, now the clock is behind me and Visage is here. Now I can't blink out anywhere.
You can just walk off. That's all. See, always this game, only if you try to do something, the game will get complicated. If you don't do anything, you can most of the time you can escape. So right here, you got stunned. You have immaterial. Okay, this is too broken skill. You have so much evasion. Unless this guy nukes you, only then you will receive damage. You can just walk off here. Walk off. You're walking in. Because you know why? You want to kill this guy. I'm pretty sure that's the only reason you're thinking of.
No, I think I should get them to away from the silencer and blink to silencer afterwards. That's what I thought. There.
That was completely not needed, I think.
Okay.
Would have just walked off. But yeah, I mean, you walking off, you not walking off is not what we want. You have to understand that you can't lane here anymore and you have to go here. So now what that is essentially doing, Silencer was trying to make a play on Husker. It's completely getting griefed because of you trying to do this play. So as a carry, you have to enable your team. It's not just about, coming in 30 minutes and doing a clutch BKB rampage as PA. It's all the small things that matters. So right here, should have just walked off or should have not even been here. Should have just been here farming. Or you could have told your guys, Visage is going to push the top tower. Anyone can TP. If all are not going to respond, you just be like, okay, no one's responding. I'm just going to jungle here. Once you get your tier 1, you can maybe portal and try to kill Juggernaut here or something. Or you can farm here. Or you can keep farming here forever. Or you can slowly walk your way towards mid. So many options are there.
Okay.
That's why people go, carb of corrosion and all that. If there are two ways to play PA, one you go full passive, go naked Battle Fury, get your Battle Fury on 11 minutes or something, then you start farming, or you go Threats, Blightstone, all that, and try to run around map and try to kill when you have nothing to do, or you're in a bad matchup or something. See, right now the entire dynamic is shifting just because of one of your poor understanding of how the matchups work. Now Pudge, who had a haste rune, who could have killed the Juggernaut, is forced to TP here because he's Crusader. People just play based on what they see. They don't think. So he saw PS gonna die. I'm gonna help the PA, just like how you thought. I have to get revenge for the silencer. So you went on Visage. You committed Phantom Strike. Similarly, Pudge is like, I'm not going to let you live, Visage, because my PA died because of you. So he's running like a madman. Madman, na? Madman of the madman. YOLO. Okay. So here he could have done that easily with Juggernaut. So now Juggernaut is happy. I have nothing to worry. I see a Pudge. I see a silencer TP. Spirit Breaker is alone. What can we do, Lion? Can we kill the Spirit Breaker? Yes, sir, we can. And they're going to kill the Spirit Breaker because of that. If Lion knows to play. Okay. So you have to be like laning phase. Don't be scared. Buy region. Sustain. Do whatever you can. Do aggro. Don't let the offlane static the wave. Once 5 minutes, start thinking of where is position 5, where is the enemy mid, what rune the enemy mid is taking, when will he come and try to kill me, how much can I commit, can I fully commit, can I not commit, can I commit and then I can run away, all that you have to think of.